In 1994, Lyle Hall had a bold vision, a new mascot for Crystal Dynamics able to compete with Mario and Sonic. His vision? A Gecko, voiced by a comedian no one had ever heard of, referencing things other people wrote. Inexplicably, this concept lasted for 3 games before burning up, much like the career of the person who voices the titular character. Today we'll be taking pitches from 4 contestants to revive this storied franchise. Clock says party time! This is Armchair Devs, Gex. Hello and welcome to Armchair Devs, Gex. I'm your host, Mr. Feel, the only person with the power to judge pitches related to Gex. With me are the 4 contestants. Dan Video Games.
Thank you, Mr. Feel, for siding with me on whether it is tail time or party time. That's an important bipartisan issue.
Bob Video Games.
Tail time.
Not even a sentence.
No.
KZ Excellent.
I'm Darth Vader's younger brother, Myron.
And Dr. Aggro.
It's the clock. It says party time. This isn't a debate.
Okay.
Now, on this show, each contestant is going to get 30 seconds to do an elevator pitch where they, condense their whole game down into 30 seconds and try to sell me on it in that time. Got to get your attention in the elevator. Elevator pitch is in the name. Translator's note, an elevator pitch is a pitch that happens in an elevator.
This is the Keikaku anyway.
You know what? We're going to start with the person I'm most frightened of. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid. We're going to start with Dr. Aggro.
Slander.
Dr. Aggro, as soon as you have 30 seconds from the moment you start talking.
This holiday season, Gex is coming back from the dead, and he's not coming back alone. In Gex 4, The Lost Levels, the garrulous Gecko will whip and combat his way through 7 worlds based on beloved but cancelled video games in his quest to stop his nemesis Rez from resurrecting these titles by handing them off to new studios with orders to crank out low-rent garbage trading on name recognition to make a quick buck. The clock says party time.
Time. Very good. Gex 4, 7 worlds, canceled games. Gearbox will be involved somehow. Okay. Next, we're going to go to Bob Video Games. His days as the undisputed champion of Armchair Devs may be in question, but I'm sure he'll bring it back in this episode. Bob, you have 30 seconds from when you start talking.
The media dimension is now 95% memes. Gex can't keep up and decides to kidnap the media dimension timographer Joel Hutchinson to go back in time and assassinate the internet. He only has 2 problems: his own internal conflict and a constantly malfunctioning time machine. In Gex, no, you can't sue us. You solve dropping tile-based puzzles to repair Gex's time machine. Earn high scores in ruin history.
Time. The rest of that pitch has been ejected out of the airlock.
Can the whole pitch be ejected?
Okay, let's see. Gex feels old. He wants to kill the internet.
Joel Hodgson? Are you fucking...
I'm scared.
Joel Hutchinson. Okay, I got it. Dan, you know the role. 30 seconds after you start talking.
Mr. Feel,
Yes.
just to be clear, this is your fault.
Okay, sure.
Gex went from being one of the most popular 3D platformer mascots to a complete no-show right around the beginning of the 21st century, and I think it's pretty obvious why. It's not the canceled toy line, insane Gex wiki writers, no! It's because comedy is a fragile art form that can't survive by design by committee projects. It's about time we create a safe space for comedy games, and it won't be for Gex alone. I'm proud to announce our bold crossover comedy RPG Gex and Conquer getting some tail.
Time. You know, that didn't go as badly as I expected once you said it was my fault.
We'll get there.
I'm gonna be real.
We'll get there.
And KZ, you have to follow those. I'm glad for you or sorry that happened, depending on which is appropriate at this moment. Once you start talking, 30 seconds.
Over 20 years later, Gex is back with a brand new adventure. The media dimension has been destroyed and replaced with the streaming dimension, now ruled by Rez. It's up to Gex to once again platform his way across a variety of trendy media-themed levels and stop Rez in Gex 4: Gecko Plus.
Okay. I'll stop now instead of letting the 15 additional seconds of silence consume us all like the boy.
Yeah, I every time that happens, I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, sometimes you need it. It's for effect. Okay. I guess I have to ask questions.
You do.
As much as I don't want to.
Yeah. It's like a pop quiz.
We're going to start with KZ.
What's up?
Tell me about one of your media-themed levels.
Oh, okay. Now, if you played the other 3D Gexes, like, for example, Gex 3D Enter the Gecko, you'll notice that we had, like, a TV type, and then you would see that level, like, reappear. So it's like you hit the horror one, but there's, like, 2 other horror ones because God is dead, and they wanted you to be in pain.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to do something similar to that with themes, but not the exact same level layout. So we called these levels the Res Cut. And in the Res Cut, it is old levels from the original games remade, but made more fucked up, evil, and gritty. As a reference to the Snyder Cut. So you'll see stuff like the Egypt level in Gex 3, for example. But it just has people getting shot for no reason, even though they do not fit in an Egypt level. We don't know why it's happening, but that is one of the level types in our game. Because it's all about referencing things from streaming services.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Dr. Aggro.
Party time.
I'm going to really regret asking this, but it's the most obvious thing to ask.
Mm-hmm.
What canceled games will be levels in your pitch?
Our fabulous sprawling media levels include Deep Down.
Okay.
The Agent.
Yes!
All right.
Scalebound.
Oh,
Starcraft Ghost.
Okay.
Star Wars 1313.
Oh my god.
no, you can't sue us.
Okay.
Legacy of Kain Dead Son.
Oh.
And the final level, Gex 4.
Oh. That's clever.
That part makes me go, that's brilliant.
That has a very similar energy to how Yoko Taro wanted to make Drakengard 4 and without making 3, and in Drakengard 4 you try to find out what happened to Drakengard 3. Okay. Then surprisingly that didn't hurt me as much as it could have. I feel like a guy who keeps narrowly avoiding certain death, which just increases the sense of dread.
Yeah, it was definitely close.
Bob,
Yeah.
tell me about Gex's inner turmoil in Gex No You Can't Sue Us.
Well, you see, it's going to be represented by these two, like, angel and devil on his shoulders, telling him to either commit further to this atrocity of trying to assassinate the internet and ruining history in the process. The angel is played by Dimitri Martin, explaining why every single thing he says is offensive on a deep level. And the devil is played by Jeff Dunham, who keeps telling him to commit.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, Dan. What is the story of the Gex and Conquer RPG getting some tail?
It's an RPG.
So the villain, Bill Bish, is a total douchebag and bad guy making pretentious indie video games and gets really upset when Gex and Conquer shit talk his overrated indie game on social media site Flitter. Now Conquer and Gex have teamed up together to go get him canceled because they keep getting threatened with that word and they don't know what it means.
You have made the most poisonous pitch I have ever heard.
Oh, thank you very much.
Motherfucker.
I felt neurons in my brain move. That must mean it's good.
Yeah, but they were moving 85 miles an hour.
To clarify just one detail of that plot, them teaming up, they are working towards the same goal. But Conquer is a spiteful little shit played by Louis C.K. So he will be your pseudo-ally, oftentimes rival, basically the Eric Sparrow for this game.
Okay. Okay. I guess I need to ask everybody a second question.
This sounds pretty dangerous, bro.
Bob,
What's up?
does your game have multiple endings, and what are they?
No, there's only one ending.
Okay, I guess his inner turmoil only goes one way.
Yeah, no, this isn't a you get to choose. Gex is going to be continually screwing things up, and eventually, his superiors, who are in the future trying to get him to stop all of this, just succeed, and he completely fails. Scott Bakula gives him the call and is like, "No, we're gonna stop all of this before it actually before the timeline settles and is ruined."
Bob, if you give me a scene of Gex in the chamber from Quantum Leap with the blue fog, I'll buy this game, no matter the price.
Of course, that's there.
That's too stupid. I'll die.
My head is spinning. Okay. Dr. Aggro.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of something that won't immediately just involve a knife going between my ribs.
What if you did the opposite, though? What if you just...
Lean into the knife.
Yeah, just go around.
A lack of self-preservation is a sign of mental troubles. Now, Dr. Aggro, your pitch involves a lot of IPs other people own.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them owned by Disney. I'm going to assume that you signed the papers for these. Feel free to tell me if that's wrong, but tell me if there's any extra monetization of Gex 4.
So we did have a bit of trouble when getting this project off the ground, getting several of these licenses together until we figured out that if we base our studio in an office building that we rented out in mainland China, we can pretty much just get away with this entirely, since we won't be selling physical copies and only streaming this game on various services. No one involved actually violates copyright law in an area where it's applicable.
I look forward to macro blocked Gex with 15 frames of input latency.
You know it. It was tail time 15 seconds ago.
Oh God! I can't. I can't. I need to rip off the other Band-Aid. Dan.
Hey, what's up? I got some words in this document. You want to hear them?
What kind?
No.
What kind of what form does the RPG gameplay take if Conquer is just like your Eric Sparrow and not like it's not like Mario and Luigi?
Yeah.
With Gex and Conquer.
So let me explain. You mostly play as Gex. Occasionally you get Conquer teaming up with you in a party, but this isn't like a large party RPG. It's very, very small. But the main unique mechanic we're gonna pull in for our turn-based RPG is that Gex is going to have access to these quips, which are special moves, and those take his ego to deploy. Now he builds up his ego, which is like a sort of MP bar every time he lands an attack. But if his thing doesn't land, his ego goes down. Also, enemies may insult Gex or really get under his skin, which will drain that bar. But he has some really vicious quips he can unload on these people, and it's going to be hilarious.
Thank you.
Information submitted.
Okay, KZ.
What?
Dunking on the Snyder Cut, little bit easy, but I respect it. I'm gonna need to give me 2 more hot streaming things that Gex 4 Gecko Plus will use as a focus of levels.
Okay, so we have another set of themed level things going on. We have multiple different superhero ones. Now, I think this one's interesting because they all are like themed on, this is clearly the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it is legally distinct because I'm not brave like our other contestants, unfortunately. So it's going to be in that cartoony way of, oh, this, we know what this is, but not. But to keep the theme of it being a cinematic universe, there will be remotes that you collect in the levels where, say you do one level before the other one, you'll see a character that you weren't introduced to, but since you don't know about them, their remote will be uncollectible because you haven't seen everything yet. You need to feel the excitement of a cinematic universe by consuming all of the media that was linked to it. But that's one.
Good. Thank you. Please tell me the second one as stated in the question.
Yeah, I know. I was really proud of that one. I thought it was a really solid.
Yeah. Gex has to drink water with someone, and if you haven't met him in a previous level, you can't drink water with him yet.
The other one is called Reboot, and it is Gex. It is based on Gex 2, and you play as a retro version of Gex, and it's like you going through the hub, but there are remotes to collect in it. But it just all controls wrong. It just suddenly controls worse, and has ray tracing in it, and it's worse. Like every reboot is, where I'm like, this looks shinier and better, but it's terrible.
Okay. let me pick up my organs.
By the way, this is the first level theme I wrote in these notes.
God.
I can talk about my levels if you want.
No. I can't show favoritism, especially not in this case. Now,
especially when it's not my favorite.
I had our contestants draw me something.
Oh, fuck.
I had them prepare resources for their pitches. The Gex prompt, Gex in a costume that he will wear in the game, and 2 costume-specific quips Gex will say while wearing that costume. And I think we'll start off with the always spectacular Bob video games.
I have to lead with, I apologize if this horrifies or causes any sort of mental distress.
Okay.
I heard him cock the shotgun, but where's the blast?
It's coming.
Upload speeds.
Miniguns revving.
That's a somber tapestry.
Crazy good.
It looks like a vaporware console flavored Pop-Tart.
This is Neon Gex, if you couldn't tell.
Oh my god.
He has such great quips as, you lost the game, and double rainbow.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah, see, he just can't keep up. So he has to move.
Bob,
I will never forgive you for how much detail you put into those fingers.
there was no possibility of you ever preparing me for that, no matter what you preempted it with.
Your pitch could have been anything. It even could have been describing this.
I was drawing it and felt really bad.
Oh.
Yes, you could say, I'm about to show you Gex as a Pop-Tart.
You see, I would have imagined a Pop-Tart with Gex's face burned into the frosting. Not
Yes, that's
Gex's
also what my
head
mind would have
and
gone to.
Not his fucking 4K detailed fucking feet.
Oh, we can see veins, basically.
Yeah, I made sure to put some effort into the teeth too. Don't forget about
Yeah, why do you
I
have to
know.
be so detailed? You know all my drawings are the worst ones.
The teeth are important on Gex. I applaud your commitment.
We have to escape. We have to escape. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for whatever flavor that is.
You don't want to know.
It's mostly
Ecto Cooler.
Splenda. I don't.
I feel kind of like that's something that we need something with the same energy as the biblical depictions of angels. So Aggro, I'm gonna need whatever you produce.
Okay. Let me go. So this will be the costume that Gex wears in the StarCraft Ghost level,
Oh no!
now being made by Ready at Dawn.
Oh, the quotes.
Oh, the quotes. That's right. We were supposed to present 2 quotes. They would say, "Oh God."
See,
These
he's
are
a
terrible.
ghost.
I get that he is a ghost, and that second quote. Sorry, can you read this for the people who are listening? Can you read these quotes?
Yes, please.
The first quote being, "I haven't ghosted someone like this since Agent Extra," who does not appear in this game.
Okay.
And this is the second most fun you can have by cutting a hole in a sheet.
Now, the way you've drawn this, it makes it seem like he'll uncloak and he'll just be a bird.
Thank you very much, Dr. Aggro. Dan,
Okay.
I can't cope with the idea of you being last, so you have to go now.
Stop making me
Okay.
laugh.
So I need to clarify something about my game that is very important because the level that this outfit is for is very special, okay? Now, my game has 5 worlds. They are all video game, sort of, parodies, except for this last one. So, you start in a lowbrow swamp. That's a Banjo-Kazooie parody level. You got an outfit for that. It's Trump. Anyway, moving on. This level is the real world that Gex escapes to. Okay?
Oh, no.
And now being in the real world is very scary. It makes you susceptible to stuff. But Gex, he has a special outfit. And it's going to give him some special powers.
Oh, no.
His special outfit will make him immune to attacks against his ego. As you can see... wearing this really cool shirt. He is incapable of being harmed by enemies' words and cuts against him. And his ego is maxed out in the real world at all times.
You're a serial killer.
He's just quipping nonstop out there. Also, he's seen the movie They Live. So his 2 quotes are oh man, let me find that in my fucking document. Where the fuck did I put this in my document? Oh no, did it get accidentally deleted?
Oh, no.
That would be insane. Oh, well. Anyways, one of the quotes is just him quoting the movie They Live, which is funny because there is a crossover with Duke Nukem earlier in the game when he goes to a 7th gen AAA shooter. And he just says, blow it out your ass. It's,
Quote.
I'm having a stroke that I deleted my fucking phrase here. Oh my God. Wow, that's nuts. Okay, well, I got nothing.
Okay.
Give me 10 seconds to see if I can control Z it back, but I doubt it. Nope. I have no idea where it went.
Okay, I'll just assume Gex says I have no idea where it went.
Feel free.
And people have to assume he's referencing something they've never heard of.
That is how I spent the entire time playing those games, so that's fitting.
KZ, excellent. Gexcellent.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Damn it.
Not gonna forget, I have notes.
I know. I was just like, oh god, I have to go on this drive for it. So, this is for my MCU themed level. I thought we need a unique costume for it. So here it is. This is the Uncrackable Gex. This is his Hulk themed outfit. It's incredibly large. It's the largest character model in the game, but still a tiny Gex in it. So he moves his little baby legs and his little baby head. Just like the Hulk stand-in from Dexter's Lab, I just made sure to make him different colors, make it look a little bit fresher. I have my quotes here. I was trying to channel the inner Gex here, like what kind of references would he make? So we have here. Word of advice, never leave Ang Lee alone with a box of donuts. You may remember him as from the original Hulk movie from 2003. And the other one, that's my secret, Cap. I'm always Gex. Small pause. I don't know who Cap is.
Okay.
I found my fucking quotes. I'm pissed.
Let's see.
Bye.
Let's see. Ang Lee fucks donuts. Okay. Oh god, it's this segment now.
Yeah, this is the worst part.
Dan, is there anything about your game that you haven't gotten to say yet that you want to tell me?
Yes, so he has 2 quotes wearing that outfit.
Yeah!
Sure, if you want to burn it on that.
I just wanted to clarify, as I mentioned, he's immune to attacks on his ego, and since missing with his attacks would make him miss, and that would drain his ego, he gains an ability called He Don't Miss Dewey. His quotes when he enters the real world are blow it out your ass, where he's trying to impersonate Duke Nukem impersonating the person from the movie. And the other quote is enjoy your Baconator sheeple.
Okay, thank you. I've written them down. They have been entered into the log.
You're being put on a list.
Good content isn't a crime.
Well, let's just get this out of the way. Dr. Aggro,
So,
what's something you want to tell me about your game?
I'd like to go back over my level list real quick, and really
Certainly.
expound on that, because like Deep Down is now being produced by Techland, the developers of Dead Island. So it's a sprawling
Okay.
open world checklist simulator with terrible combat, but now it's in a cave with medieval armor.
This isn't fair. The only thing they're good at is trailers.
The Agent level is being developed by Massive Entertainment, who brought you The Division 2. It is I should state, a completely non-political look at the completely necessary role that extra-legal governmental activities play in keeping your family safe.
This seems reasonable.
Scalebound is being made by Inti Creates. You hunt gigantic monsters by filling your hunter gauge and entering dragon mode to target specific parts of the dragon with your completely normal arrows. StarCraft Ghost, as I said, is being made by Ready at Dawn, so this level is actually now a rail shooter that is exclusive to the Oculus. If you don't have an Oculus, that's fine. You can still play the level. It'll just be on 2 smaller screens that are a little warped looking. Star Wars 1313 is now being developed by the fine folks over at Mercury Steam.
Oh, nice.
The only note I have here is bless their hearts, they're trying. Legacy of Kain, Dead Son, is being developed by Quantic Dream, in which you explore the nuanced shades of gray in this thoughtful story about a man possessing the immortal vampire that killed his entire village. And also, he's black now. And this one chick has one boob out. I don't know. I think it's a metaphor.
Could be. I'm going to have to stare at it to find out.
Then you have the final level, Gex 4, Shadow of the Gecko, developed by Crystal Dynamics, in which you become the Gecko.
Finally!
Truth be told, though, it's really just an upscale of Gex 1 through 3 that you have to play through.
Value.
Oof, that might be the most devilish thing in the world. My final level is you got to play 3 other games fully. Right now.
But there's a lot of lag because it's streamed.
Oh, I don't want to see that Gex new rocket level streamed.
KZ, please tell me something about your game, please.
Yeah, my game's just, because it's Gex 4, it's just straight up, It's as if it never left. You got your hub, you progress through the hubs as you go. Since it's a streaming service, we try to make them like levels of a streaming, like an insane one where it's like, you need the platinum rank. So every time you beat a boss, you get an upgraded membership, and Gex will mention how he's slowly losing all of his money as he tries to upgrade to get exclusive things. So it's like, now I can watch this movie that's been out for 2 days. So it's going to be a general hub like that. So, there's like, you're collecting the remotes. You need like 40 to beat the game. There's 60 in total across 14 levels. There's some hub ones. It's general basic stuff, but that's what I haven't talked about. Now leave me alone.
Okay, Bob, tell me something I don't know about your pitch.
Sure, I'll tell you what the game is like.
Sure.
What a concept.
It's Tetris, but it's not Tetris. It uses 6 blocks per cube.
Oh my God.
Instead of 4.
You said tile-based, and I assumed it was like not bullshit.
No, I'm sorry. This is just a really blatant Tetris knockoff called Getris. I don't know if I got that out properly in my pitch. But yes, you're dropping these little cubes, and you're making them. Every time you clear out a set, he says a catchphrase. It's very funny. Unlike regular Tetris, there are power-ups. So when you get those power-ups, it's the tail time power-up. He yells tail time. It clears the screen. When you get what we call a Getrix, which is 6 lines of Gexris clear at once. Gectraminos, I guess you'd call them.
I wouldn't.
He says clock says party time.
Oh, okay. That's good.
And this is all this is him fixing his time machine, so it has like a circuit board theme to it.
Right.
I just felt like this is the most ideal way to get him to say the most things at once.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
And that's all I got.
Okay, good. Now we're at my favorite part of the show, now that I'm the host, the part where you guys get to ask each other questions and, find out more about your competitors' pitches. KZ side, which put him into my field of view, so he gets to go first.
Dan, this is an RPG, right?
Yes.
I was like, is that the question?
No. I was just making sure because it'll base it off of this. RPGs usually have a cool optional boss. What's your super boss?
Oh, my super boss.
Yeah, what's the ultimate challenge for people that really min-max their way through your Gex game?
God, why are you doing
What's your equivalent of Kulex the Dark Knight of Vanda?
So, Rez is an SJW voiced by Gilbert Gottfried. He's the secret boss and not involved in the game until you fill all the requirements to unlock the battle with him. This is supposed to be a surprising twist in this moment. So the audience is both floored and horrified because we assume if they're playing a game with Louis C.K. as a main character, they already have a side in this.
I'm so sorry.
You're sorry.
Does Rez have like a dyed pink undercut?
I should have designed Rez. I might do that after this one moment.
Fuck up, Phil.
Feel free to send in your Rez and Dan's game fan art.
Just burn it so it can go directly to hell where it belongs.
Bob,
What's up?
if you'll remember in Gex 3, despite us never engaging with it when you played, there were buddies.
Uh-huh.
There were friends. There was like a dinosaur. There was a butler turtle that I wish was voiced by Michael Caine. Will there be any optional buddies that you can do things with in your game?
Well, those two, Angel and Devil on his shoulders, are kind of buddy-like because Dimitri Martin is going to be a chameleon, and Jeff Dunham is a frilled neck lizard.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That doesn't sound racist. Are you sure you can get Jeff Dunham to play?
I don't know. We're trying. And Joel Hutchinson is also kind of your buddy.
Are you saying Hodgson, like for Mystery Science Theater?
Yes.
Okay. He's your buddy?
Yeah, he's your buddy.
You said kinda.
Well, I mean, he's kidnapped. He's not really your buddy, but he starts to have Stockholm Syndrome for you eventually.
No.
okay.
Gecko roll call.
I have a good one for fucking Dr. Aggro here.
Like a good one for you or a good one for me?
I guess a good one for you, for you, and also for me, who didn't have a question initially for you. Hypothetically, if I was the host and we're at the part where you could tell me anything about your pitch, what would you say?
Is this like a riddle?
After thanking you for tossing me that question and calling you rather handsome, I would state that every level in my game is strewn about with a rare and hard to find collectible
Good.
called Mystical Sand. And as you collect grains of mystical sand, at the end of the level, they begin to form a pattern. And if you collect all of the mystical sand, it creates a beautiful sand mandala. And at the conclusion of the game, you press X to destroy that sand mandala and delete your save file. As the ultimate lesson of this entire experience is that great video games, like great moments in life, are ephemeral and the result of a confluence of circumstances and not something you can just arbitrarily get back by making one or two decisions. And you need to learn to let go and live in the present moment. And stop talking about Gex.
His game's gonna get Game of the Year.
Tragic.
Okay, my job's done. Power down.
Okay, have a good rest. Dan, your turn.
Ah, great. Doctor.
Mostly because I can't deal with finding out any more about your game for a little while.
Now, Dr. Aggro.
Yes.
What sort of voice cast are you bringing in for your game? Are you going to have multiple talents? Is it Dana Gould? What are we doing here?
Well, for Gex himself, I'm going to have Ben Schwartz basically be doing an Andy Dick impersonation.
That's good.
Basically, everybody else in the game is going to be voiced by either Steve Bloom or Rob Paulson.
Oh, okay, cool. You got some famous voice actors. That's good. I do too.
Okay, no one ask him about it.
Well, thank
Well,
you.
you kind of already said some of it.
Oh, you don't know what's left. Thank you for answering my question. Now, KZ.
Yeah, what's up?
Your game is doing a big parody of streams as a service, streaming services, right?
Yeah.
In the levels, is there going to be some sort of impermanence to the availability of the levels? Is there any sort of shifting landscape in that way?
Shit, I can't believe you fucking finally asked. My favorite part. This is my favorite part. So halfway into the game, 3 levels will just be deleted, and if you didn't get those remotes, you're fucked.
I mean,
Oh God.
to be fair, probably should have followed a Twitter account that would have let you know that they were disappearing.
Yeah, this is on you.
Yeah, I specifically designed the remote distribution in this to make it so you would still have 8 more than you need to finish the game, but would force you to 100% almost of the rest of the game.
I thought he was going to say it was literally impossible.
No, it's literally a thing where you need 40 to win. There's 60 in total, but losing those 3 levels will bring you to a max of 48.
Okay, sure. All right. Bob,
What's up?
Dimitri Martin is a very funny man.
Uh-huh.
I hate you.
Give me an example dialogue between him and Jeff Dunham right now.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
That's hard. Let's see. Okay.
Is it?
So there's a world where Gex becomes Urkel.
Okay, that's regrettable.
It really is. Dimitri Martin will be trying to explain to Gex why it's not okay for him to use shoe polish to depict Urkel.
Yeah, that's fair.
Whereas Jeff Dunham will be sitting there like, yeah, no, you have to commit to the bit. Like, we can't just back down from this, Gex.
You can't not be funny.
It wouldn't be funny if you didn't use the shoe polish, Gex. Put it on.
Oh my god.
Dimitri completely calmly explains that that's not all right and you shouldn't do it. That's all I got.
Thank you for that. I believe that's all of my questions, so I too will shut down and then light up like a sentinel. And I'm asked again.
Bob, please, it's your turn.
Sure.
Hey Bob, how's it going?
What's up, Dan? What is it?
I'm just saying hi. How's it going?
Okay. Dr. Aggro,
Yes, sir.
I've been really curious.
Oh, yeah?
Everything you've said about all these other game remakes, I'm not 100% clear. Is Gex in those universes, or are you just remaking those games?
Oh, yes, you play as Gex in each one of those levels.
Okay, but they're all made by a different dev.
Yes.
Okay.
Gex presents.
Will Gex get new abilities for each world then? And if so, what are
Oh,
they?
yes, you want like the whole list?
I can just let you off the hook with 3 of them. But if you want to do the whole list, I won't stop you.
I think you're letting him off the hook by letting him just say them all.
Yeah, pretty much, but let him do it anyway. It's funny.
Yeah, just empty the clip.
In Star Wars 1313, you get a rat tail and a brown robe and a plastic lightsaber. It is entirely physics based and doesn't damage enemies at all. But it does have like 300 feet of chain that come out of it, so you can use it as a grappling hook.
Ooh.
In the Legacy of Kain level developed by Quantic Dream, every time you hit the triangle button, it brings up a picture of David Cage with the text, "This man is very smart," below it.
It's a good fight.
This stun locks all enemies on screen, but slowly drains your health while you use it. Let's see. If I had to pick one more. In The Agent, you get a cell phone that lets you basically call in an airstrike on crowded urban environments, as long as you have reasonable assurance that there is at least a 50% chance of non-state violent actors being somewhere in that city block.
I see.
Maybe that's enough. Maybe we should move on.
Yep, that was 3.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
thank God. Oh, man.
Now, Dan.
Hey.
I want to hear about these voice actors you wanted to tell people about.
I hate you.
Oh God.
So it's incredibly important that Bill Bish, this insufferable bastard, is voiced by someone who's high-pitched, nasally, whiny, self-entitled, and completely insufferable, but also would align with the values of our game here. And get that it's all in good fun. So Bill Bish is voiced by Vic Mignogna.
I knew it. I knew it.
Of course.
I think he would be perfect to play Bill Bish because he understands the core of the character so well.
I despise you. You can even hear me figure it out. So mad.
See, it's better than what I expected. I expected Ben Shapiro.
Oh, no. We hire actors.
Brave. A lot of these sorts of projects don't.
On a related note, so we secured the deal to get Duke Nukem as a character for the AAA shooter level where he'll make quips that aren't as good as Gex's quips, and Conquer and Gex make fun of him for being out of touch and behind the times. But we're not hiring John St. John. We're going to hire that guy on Twitter who impersonates him all the time for Kino Fabino and other accounts.
That's pretty good.
Bad.
Man, John St. John will be in Postal 4, but not this.
Now, here's the weirdest voice casting thing, okay? This is really important to nail, so people will understand when they get to experience it in the game. But, as I said before, most of our levels are direct parodies of other games, you know? We got Banjo-Kazooie parody, we got Tony Hawk parody. So this... You could tell we just stopped wanting to make fun of games because they aren't broad enough. And the second to last level is a Matrix parody. Now, Conqueror is voiced by Louis C.K., but in this level, Keanu will be voiced by Chris Sievers, Conqueror's original voice actor. It will be raspy and sound like shit.
Oh my God. Okay, I regret this.
That is all the voice actors I'm willing to announce because we haven't cast yet the character who's known as Gamer Girl Streamer, who is the love interest for this game.
I hate you.
Okay, KZ.
What's up, dude?
I'm burnt out. I'm trying to figure out something.
Literally anything. KZ, how many calories are in a zinger?
I don't know. Do you want my voice cast?
No, we're not doing that again.
140, I just ate one.
Thank you, Mr. Field.
You've told us about the Uncrackable Gex. Do you have any other great costumes to transform into as Gex?
Yes, we do in fact have we also have like another anime themed thing. So of course we have like a mecha themed one, and that one's called Double Gex, where he's like a cool Gundam-esque mecha.
God damn it.
Yeah.
That took a minute.
Yeah, and then we have and then you're able to like fight the boss of that area as like a robot. Like a super cool anime robot version of Rez that's just red.
Great. That's all the
called
questions.
It's called Rez's Counterattack.
Oh my God. Aggro, it's your turn. I'm just...
Oh God, we still have
There's
more.
so much.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I thought that we already did this.
Hello,
No,
Aggro.
we're still going. Hi. Hey, KZ. We're going
What?
back to back in here.
Oh shit! Oh man, I forgot. Whoa.
So you've chosen streaming video games as the sort of milieu for this new Gex title. Could you please expound to me the role that online streaming chat will play in this game?
Well, it's based on streaming media, so it's like, you know, your Paramount Pluses, your Disney Pluses. There's no chat in that, so if you want to throw something other than that that's painful to me, you can, but there's no chat.
No, that just sounds like a missed opportunity. Okay.
Okay.
Cross that off. Bob?
Yeah.
Just a point of clarification. Puzzle game?
Yes.
Okay. How much in this modern climate do you intend to charge for a Tetris knockoff?
We probably get away with $30. The most. It'll go on sale all the time though, so we'll go into 20. You know.
Okay, so straight to the bargain bin.
Yeah, of
all
course.
right.
I mean, it's Gex.
Does not sound like a solid plan for return on investment. Thank you, Bob Video Games.
Don't want to disrupt the natural order.
We might as well go straight to the garbage dump.
Hi.
Dan.
How's it going?
You son of a bitch.
Yes.
Yep.
You have seemingly created a chimeric monster out of let's say a genre of symbols related to a particular culture.
Yeah.
What I'm wondering is what your sales plan is, your IP management strategy going forward when a document leak reveals that now that the FBI and the CIA are taking a stronger stance against right-wing extremism in the United States, that everyone who buys your game gets put on a watch list.
Well, let me explain. We've collected the fucking infinity stones of icons here. So no matter what platform we launch on, even if it's directly downloading from the site, we have a set number of guaranteed sales. We can see the figures. We've collated the fandoms of so many different people. I haven't even talked about John Chris Falusi as lead writer and character designer and cutscene director for this game. We will absolutely be able to guarantee a set amount of sales while screaming about our free speech.
Belligerent, short-sighted, out of touch with reality. Really on brand. Thank you, Dan Video Games.
Well, oh God, there's more.
What if there wasn't?
It's time for our final statements. Each person's gonna, tell me the final thing that they really need me to know for me to make my decision. And I'm already dead inside, so Dan, you can start.
Cowardice is pretending that Gex was ever funny. We will bravely embrace the concept that only weird troglodytes could ever enjoy the comedy of Gex, and we just need to collect them all in one spot in order to sell this game. That is why we've collected this very special cast together, and that is what we'll be doing with this game.
Okay, Bob.
I think it's very important for everyone to know that my game, all cutscenes are entirely done in live action. Gex is a horrifying puppet.
Wait, you're the one with the Pop-Tart art?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, there's also
don't
going to
wanna
be
see
a puppet for each of those.
I don't want to see that in real. Oh, no.
I kind of do.
And, just like Mystery Science Theater level of budget, Joel will just be talking to him. He's the only other real actor there, except for when they cut to entirely separately filmed Scott Bakula.
Okay, KZ.
I think it's important to know that my game is exactly what a Gex fan would want. It's more Gex. It's like it never left. It's just as funny as it was before. It's just as engaging. The only difference is the platforming's a little bit better.
Just a little.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
And Dr. Aggro.
Gex 4, The Lost Levels, combines every video game ever not made that everyone won't shut the fuck up about. If you don't pick my game, every one of those fan bases is coming for you because it's your fault those games still don't exist.
Yup, that's how they'll react.
Now that I have everyone's final statements, I need to review my notes, come back and announce who the winner of Gex is. Now that I've reviewed my notes, I'm gonna give everybody some feedback. Dan,
Oh, hello.
I find your game intriguing on a purely intellectual level.
That's the way it's supposed to work.
However, I also find human experimentation intriguing on an intellectual level. Ethically, I cannot conceivably endorse it.
Couldn't you?
We'll see when I announce the winner.
It is.
Bob,
Uh-huh.
your idea is very interesting. I really love the concept of horrible puppet Gex being talked to by, and you have Jeff Dunham right there. I'm sure he's controlling Gex. At the same time, bringing back Gex for a budget title with bad Tetris, that's gonna upset all the Gex heads out there.
I'm sure they exist.
The Gex Maniac?
Also, I'm not sure Quantum Leapman has been relevant since Star Trek Enterprise got canceled.
Hey, we're making a Gex game, yeah.
Fair enough. KZ.
Yeah, what's up?
It's good to know that after 20 years and the complete redefinition of comedy, that Gex is still exactly the same. At the same time, Gex is exactly the same.
Yeah. Well, it's Gex. What do you want?
Dr. Aggro.
T-Rex?
No, it's Gex.
Oh.
I think going into canceled video games is a great idea for Gex 4, but at the same time, a dubiously legal streaming only title is not really the direction you'd want to go with when trying to bring a franchise back from the dead. There's worries about long-term consistency there. But the winner of Armchair Devs Gex is Dan Video Game.
Yes! Son of a bitch.
Gex and Conquer Getting Some Tail will be the new title that you will have to endure an 18-month press cycle about as it absorbs all cultural warfare across the entire internet to focus on a single topic and is talked about on national news every single day and somehow probably sell $10 million. 10 million copies.
God, this is just like Code Geass.
I am so excited. We're easily going to hit $10 million, though, because we're opening up funding early, a la Star Citizen.
No! I hate you.
I publicly disavow Dan Video Games and all of his political beliefs.
You see, this is why he always has to host.
Too dangerous.
I am so excited to hear Louis C.K. say something irredeemable. I'm so excited to see Phil Fish crawl out of the gutter to come back to social media to get upset but only increase the profile of the game.
Oh my God.
Won't increase it by much, though.
Of these four futures, this is the one I'm signing up for.
I need an adult.
I'm sorry for everything, and thank you for listening to Armchair Devs.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Armchair Devs. Podcasts like this and Big Think Dimension are only possible with viewer support. If you'd like to help us in the fight for good content, please show us your support over on patreon.com/gbpodcasts, where you can also listen to the extended pitches that couldn't make it into this episode.